Oh, oh, oh. Joel! Move, Joel. There you go. Nice. Good job. I do have a full day planned in the garden. I can't wait. I just got back from my walk, so I'm going to get cleaned up a little bit, do my skincare routine. I'm recording this on a Monday, and so as far as my routine goes, that means it's the day for me to use my FAQ 202 by Farmhouse, Sweden. It is a new generation of LED face masks, and it features 8 different wavelengths, including NIR, to tackle the signs of aging and other skin concerns. Now, I might be in my favorite grubby gardening sweater today, but when I go out, I like to look really nice, and I'm always thinking about my skin being the outfit that I wear every single day. I've had mine for about 5 months now. I love the results, but I've also noticed just little like creases and crepiness in here is just dialed down. Everything just seems a little bit softer, and my skin tone is definitely more even. I love it. I really think you should add it to your skincare routine. Right now, you can use my special code 30Angela because almost all of the products on the Farmhouse site are 30% off. You're gonna love it. You can use it with the app, you can use it without the app. Use my code. Enjoy that 30% off. It's stackable on almost all the products on their website. And you can click the link right in the video description to do that now. I'm gonna do my treatment and I'm off to the garden. Yeah, I'll put a birdhouse or something on it. Don't make it any shorter than you have to. Oh, so sad. All right, gardening sweater off. It's humid. Yay, it's humid. Wonderful. Golly, I mean, it feels like it's 74. I have no idea what it is. There are a lot of changes happening in the garden right now. If you tuned into my podcast on Monday, you heard me make the announcement that I am tarping the back garden, the cutting garden for this year. The weeds are out of control. The cardboard we laid a few years ago was not enough to keep back those weeds. It was a weed patch when we bought the house. It just wasn't enough. I should have tarped it. So we're gonna let that go for this year, which is interesting. It means I'll be looking at black tarp out of the windows. I'm actually really, really okay with it because this garden is now in year, I think this is the beginning of the 8th year of this garden, and it's just so full and fabulous. And we are going to do this garden needs some care. It needs some big things. It needs a proper deer fence because we're forever trying to shoo the deer out of the garden. And we have a situation where the grass makes it so much work in the spring. I spend the better part of 2 weeks just hoiking grass that has grown into the beds, out of the beds. I never wanted the grass. That wasn't a part of the design. My inspiration is Giverny and another garden that I discovered in a German gardening book years ago that someone sent me. Gravel is what I want for this space, and I know there's going to be various opinions about that. That's okay. It's my garden. And so I've started. Yesterday I got home from church and let's see if I can focus that for you. I started to redo this rock wall because it's full of wild garlic and weeds and chaos. Just an absolute mess. Like to the point where we would lift the weed whipper up and just try to clean it up, and it looks so good right now. I'm really pleased. Last week I talked to you about losing roses. I have some good news to share with you. Definitely lost the hydrangea. So I'm going to be ordering some little 1 gallons. That's going to be really small. I'm going to have to be patient, but there's a lot of expenditures going into other areas of the garden. So yes, we have begun tarping, and yes, pea gravel is coming. Now, We're constantly in a drought here in Door County, constantly. It is June 2nd and it's already a drought. It's so bad. So we're putting in an underground sprinkler system. And so I have my man here. You're my man.
Hey there.
And we are mapping out where that's going to go today because, of course, we can't keep tarping until we know where the sprinkler system is going to go. So, got your papers?
Yeah.
We're going to map it out, rent a trencher because, of course, there's so much bedrock and everything. We got to rent a trencher, put the lines in. We'll get that done. We'll get the gravel in, and then we're going to put up a fence. So 3 huge projects in the garden, which really need to be done at this stage of the garden, with it being 8 years old now. And then next year, I sadly will replace all my log cabin beds because they're rotting. They've been in here for 8 years and they're rotting. I have some really neat sort of Versailles planter boxes planned for that, but that's huge, and that is definitely a next year thing. Right now, my focus is doing whatever this garden needs to thrive, and that is gravel to keep the weeds down, a sprinkler system to keep it watered, and a new fence to keep the deer out.
So apparently there's a chicken in Mom's wine shed. So I'm gonna go check it out. Wait, not wine. Never mind. Hello there. Are you seeing this? There's eggs in there! This is the sweet little chicken who comes up here in the morning and maybe in the evening. Maybe there's eggs over here. She's been over here before in the woodshed, but dude, what are you doing over here? Are you gonna peck me? Are you gonna peck me? My goodness, there's 4 eggs in there. You're a sweet chicken, yes you are. It's in the wine crate. Like, bro. You can go back to... No, there's 5 eggs. What the heck? Bye-bye, cute chicken. I love chickens, so I'm going back. You're a good girl. Bye-bye. You can come back in anytime. I love chickens. They're so cute. And they're so nice.
I'm thinking about every 17 feet we should have these apart.
A sprinkler head every 17 feet?
Something like that. And for 50 PSI, it's 21 feet spacing chart. So we got somewhere between 40 and 50. So
Okay.
35 is 15 feet.
Okay.
So I'm thinking 17, 18 feet apart for coverage. And I'm probably going to run the line right through here.
Okay.
Come over here. Come through this way. And then the first one can go right on the edge right there. I wonder if one right there would do both of these, depending on how far it shoots it.
It's not going to get
We're not going to
over
get this
there.
one, right? Well, surely we could run the line and start right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then just jut off to the right and go back over to here.
How many do we have? We have 10.
10,
so you've
5
already
on each
used.
line.
You've already used.
That's 2.
Okay, let's just plop them down and walk around and like see how fast 10 goes.
Okay.
Okay. While he is gathering bits and bobs for this project, I have to show you something. So I kept cutting even after last week's video. I didn't get it all done for the video, and I did cut these big guys down here that we talked about last week. About broke my heart, but because they're cut down, then I got to get nice and intimate crawling around on the ground, and I have good news to share with you. Okay. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh, a few left on the ground. Look at this. See this green right here?
I gotta be able to get.
I cannot see my phone screen because it's so bright out here. But this is what you would call a basil shoot. So I referenced these last week. It's not coming, you know, if it was coming out of the ground way out here, then that would tell me it was a sucker, most likely. But it's coming right off the crown of the plant. Here's some green. Here's some green. There's, look at all this. Oh, no, that doesn't count. Get that out of here. That's a weed tree that now I will be able to get out of here a little bit easier. Darn, don't look at that. I got a little hopeful there. But look at this green. So it's going to be slow going, but it's been fertilized. Oh, here, now I can see what name it is. James Galway. That's right. Oh, that's right. Not Wedgwood. Wonderful. Great news right there. What's easiest, to go straight back to the cherry and apple tree?
Yeah,
Or-
let's just go straight. 2 more out of this line.
That's so cute. All right.
Okay, you got, well, we're gonna put it right in the middle here? In
Yeah.
the middle?
Yeah.
So if I were you, I'd pull that out a little bit.
So this year I've been really good about keeping the rabbits out.
Make a left.
I
Get it?
wrapped an ugly fence around my little herb bed, and this is how I started my onions,
Put it where it's gonna be.
with just staple gunning some of the leftover deer fence. And now I think it's about time to push that mulch in because they look nice and established. And then I can remove the deer fence.
Try to put up. Gonna be one here. Let's take it, please.
This is for now. Could you tee off and I'm glad you were here in the garden with me today. Of course, it's not all gardening all the time. Sometimes a trip to Paris is required. And right now, I am planning the April 2026 trips. They're already selling. So if you'd like to reserve your spot, space is very limited. I'd love to meet you. Click the Eiffel Tower to learn more. And I will see you all again very soon. A bientôt.